right, so one-factor medication problems are fairly easy, and many of them you might be able to do without even doing a dimensional analysis, again, doing the conversions. But again, in the beginning, it's always good to work these through on paper just to make sure that you're on the right track. And again, there's some that are just obvious. You can multiply by 2 and get your answer. Most of these involve how many tablets you're going to give, and I'll do some examples here. But remember, the first step is you need to know what the given quantity is. And I'm just going to put GQ here. The second step is your wanted quantity. Remember, that's your answer. The third step is your unit path, and that's remember you're establishing your conversions. And number 4 is you're canceling out the unwanted units. And the 5th step is then multiplying. You multiply numerators and then divide by the denominator and get your answer. Well, in one-factor medication problems, usually, this is why it's fairly easy, because we usually only have numerators. So you really don't even have to have a denominator in order to calculate these out. So I'll use an example. Let's say the provider orders 10 grains of aspirin. And 10 grains has been ordered for many years. You don't see it as much anymore, but we still need to understand that there are grains that is an apothecary system unit. So let's just say that's ordered every 4 hours as needed for fever. And here I'm writing in Latin because I'm writing it quickly. But every is Q, 4 hours is that, but get used to writing those out, sorry. The unit dose, so what we have on hand is 5 grain per tablet. So 5 grain per tab. Okay, so we can probably easily do this in our head, right? So we have the given quantity is what? 10 grain, because that's what we want to give. That's what the order says, to give 10 grain. And the wanted quantity is the tablets, right? Because we need to figure out how many tablets we're going to give the patient. Because we know, okay, well, 10 grains ordered, but how many tablets is that? And what do we have on hand? Well, we have 5 grains per tablet, which is dose on hand is 5 grains per tablet. As you can see, this is why we don't really need a denominator. So I'm going to put 10 grains in this part of it. And then the wanted quantity is over here, and that's going to be how many tablets we're going to give this patient. All right, so right away, I need to know that 5 grains, and then we'll put tablets up here. So I can actually cross out the grains, because now I have that conversion factor already here. And that's all I really need. So what am I going to do? I'm going to have 10 divided by 5, and that's equal to 2 tablets. So if we were to do this in our head, we could say, well, 10 grains of aspirin, 5 grains per 1 tablet, 5 times 2 is 10. So that's easy to figure out. But if you were to do a conversion table, remember you're doing your unit path and your conversions by crossing these out, and that leaves you with 2 tablets. Okay, let's do another one. So PO ibuprofen, 400 milligrams every 6 hours for arthritis. Dosage on hand is 200 milligrams per tablet. So again, we could easily do this in our head. 400 milligrams every 6 hours. So how many tablets are we going to give? Your patient's saying, can I have something for my arthritis pain? You can look and say, okay, 400 milligrams is ordered. We have 200 milligram tablets, we're going to give 2. But let's just say as we're learning the conversion, tables. This is a easy one-step process, and all I really need is this. So, but I need to figure out where I'm going to put my stuff here. So 400 milligrams, remember that's your given quantity or what's ordered. So that's going to go here, and you're going to put, the dose on hand is 200 milligrams per tablet. And again, we're crossing out our conversion here, which is what we want because we need to end up with how many tablets we're going to give. So 400 divided by 200 is going to be, what? So it's going to be, because you can like actually take out the 0, 0, 4 divided by 2 equals 2. So that's 2 tablets. And that will equal 400 milligrams. That's the one-factor medication problems.